My name is Joe Boiling and I'm about to put cauliflower cheese on pizza. In this video, we're going to show you how to make the most incredible, luxurious cauliflower cheese. Where they're going to put that cauliflower cheese on a Neapolitan pizza and bake it in Roccbox for the ultimate comfort food. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do for our cauliflower cheese is look at the cheese sauce. A bowl is an excellent place to start. Into this bowl, we're going to add 200 grams of creme fraiche. Soft cream cheese will do the same thing. It'll make the whole thing a bit cheesier, but you probably won't notice the cheeses that you put in coming through quite as much. But what cheeses do you put in, I hear you ask? We're going to go with any cheese you want. It is entirely up to you. You can use leftover cheese if you've got some knocking about. It's a good one at Christmas, this kind of cheese sauce. I've got some Gruyere, Parmesan. Any hard cheeses you're going to want to grate before you put them in or they just won't kind of melt down. And some Gorgonzola. So to the 200 grams of creme fraiche, I've added 100 grams of cheese in total. And you can obviously scale that up nice and easily. The way we're going to make it is over a bain-marie. So we're going to put a pan of water on and we're going to bring that up to a simmer. So just pop that on top. That will melt down beautifully. If you've got any hard cheeses in or big chunks of cheese, you might find you want to get a whisk involved just to kind of break it up a bit. But it's going to be a little bit lumpy anyway. It's going to be delicious though. Cauliflowers have these lovely green leaves that grow around the outside. These green leaves protect the cauliflower itself from the sun. Part of the vampire family. He's not, he's part of the cabbage family. But maybe the cabbage is related to the vampire, I don't know. So we're going to remove these outer leaves. These are edible. You can use these in stews and things like that. Chop them real small, put them in stir fries. Probably use about half a cauliflower. But we're going to take this root out. Again, this is edible. This can go into soups, into purees, anything like that. These are a bit big for what we're going to use, so we're going to kind of cut these down into smaller florets or steaks, just kind of rough pieces really. We are going to just kind of char it, as long as they've got like nice edges. So every now and again, just give your cheese sauce a little stir as it's kind of melting over the top. So our cheese sauce has had about 5 minutes all in all on there. Check the seasoning on this at some point. I tend to wait till it's cooled down a little bit because it is like eating lava at present. So we want this cheese sauce to be cool, so into a smaller tub and just pop it in the fridge until you're ready to make the pizza. Now it's time to roast our cauliflower. We're going to roast it in Roccbox. Roccbox is at 500 degrees or 900 degrees Fahrenheit. It is on full flame, so it is raging hot in there. So we're going to preheat a pan and we're going to douse the cauliflower in some sunflower oil. For this recipe, because that cheese sauce is so good, we want to keep this quite basic. So we're just going sunflower oil, salt, pepper, that's it. And now we can go in with our cauliflower. Now you don't want to put too much in at once. We want to give the cauliflower plenty of room, so you're best off doing this in batches. So after about a minute and a half, we'll start to see this lovely charring and colouring happening on the edges. And at this point, you can just give it a little flip over. And at this point, you might want to add a bit more oil. So this is a really, really good way to cook cauliflower. It gets the most amazing flavour from the charring around the edges. And when we combine that with that kind of rich, comforting cheese sauce on the pizza, it's a really good thing. Okay, so then we can bring the cauliflower, give it a little toss in the pan. So you can give it a little pierce with a knife or a fork. You want it to be kind of softening, but we don't want it all the way fully cooked at this point. And we're just going to transfer that to a little bowl. Set to one side and repeat the process. So we are nearly at the time to eat pizza, which is the best time. First, we need to chop some parsley. So I've got some flat leaf parsley here. So we've got about 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. We're going to set that to one side. And you might be wondering about this little cauliflower here, this half a cauliflower. What are we going to do with this? Come back later when we'll show you what happens with this. Now is the moment that we take cauliflower cheese and put it on a Neapolitan pizza. This is where I get chased out of Italy. I don't actually live in Italy. If I did, I'd be chased out. We're going to make this on our Neapolitan dough. So I've got a Neapolitan dough ball here. If you're not sure about making Neapolitan dough, you can find loads at Gozney.com and on our YouTube channel. And this kind of topping would also work on our New York dough or our Detroit dough. Any style of pizza you like, this will work on. So now we can start topping. So we've got a cold cheese sauce, a few blobs of that to begin with. And then just use the base of your spoon just to spread it towards the edges. So now we're going to add a few of our roasted cauliflower florets. Cauliflower facts! Did you know the largest cauliflower ever grown was a whopping 27.5 kilos? Okay, so we're going to lightly flour our peel. Straighten him out, just pull to the edges, and then you can go straight into your hot Roccbox. So your cook time here, your bake time will depend on what dough you've gone with. We're with Neapolitan dough here, so we're going to be about 60 to 90 seconds. Cauliflower facts! Did you know King Louis XIV loved cauliflower so much he served it at every state dinner? And there we have the classic English comfort food, cauliflower cheese, on the classic Italian comfort food, pizza, combined together. We're going to finish that with a little bit of chopped parsley. Look at how gooey the sauce is. See it just dripping off the edges? Whoa. Cauliflower facts! Did you know Lauren that works in our office doesn't like cauliflower? Say what?
Say what?
Is that... Do you want to eat some cauliflower pizza?
Yeah.
Then see if you like cauliflower.
Does look good.
So we thought we'd do this because quite often you think we,
really
you know,
good.
we could be lying. We could be pretending that it's nice when it's not actually nice. So watch very closely for Lauren's reaction.
That's really nice.
Is it? I shouldn't sound surprised, should I?
It tastes like if you like cauliflower cheese, which most people do.
Most people do.
Good asset for a roast. This, spot on.
Are you going to finish it?
Yeah.
Ah,
It's really nice.
so you do like it?
Thank you, Jeff. I do.
You're welcome. Lauren Marsh, ladies and gentlemen, she's available for bar mitzvahs, weddings. So if you want to make this cauliflower cheese pizza, you can find the recipe at gozney.com alongside all our dough recipes, all our guest chef recipes, some amazing different types of things you can cook in Roccbox. Get there, have a look, start making stuff. Oh no, hot cheese on the armpit. Cauliflower facts! Did you know if you eat cauliflower cheese pizza more than once, you might turn into a cauliflower? I am just going to cook more cauliflower. I think I'm all out of cauliflower facts.